Love is rarely straightforward. Sometimes, it doesn't come in the form of grand declarations or dramatic gestures, but rather in the quiet details, the small things a man does when he truly likes you more than a friend. If you've ever found yourself wondering whether that guy in your life sees you as just a friend, or if there's something deeper going on, you're not alone. The truth is, men often reveal their feelings in subtle, almost hidden ways, long before they ever gather the courage to say it out loud. What makes this so fascinating is that these signs usually slip out naturally, without him even realizing it. He might hold your gaze a little longer than necessary, laugh harder at your jokes than anyone else, or show up with help before you've even asked for it. These are the small but powerful hints that his feelings are more than platonic. It's like his actions are speaking a secret language, one that tells you what his heart wants, even if his lips stay silent. Many women expect love to come with a dramatic confession, but in reality, attraction often begins quietly. Men, especially those who are shy or cautious, tend to express their emotions through behavior instead of words. And if you know what to look for, these behaviors can reveal more than any confession ever could. Think about it. Anyone can say, "I like you," but not everyone consistently makes time for you, remembers the tiniest details of your life, or finds excuses just to be near you. That kind of effort can't be faked. This is why paying attention to these little signs matters so much. They tell you whether his interest is genuine, whether he values you enough to make you a priority, and whether he's already envisioning a future with you in it. And the best part? These signs don't require you to guess blindly. Once you recognize them, you'll start to see a clear pattern that separates just a friend from someone who truly wants to be more. In this guide, we'll uncover 15 undeniable signs a man shows when he really likes you. Each one may seem small on its own, but together, they paint a picture of genuine attraction and growing affection. From the way he makes eye contact to how he reacts when other men are around, these subtle signals are like puzzle pieces that, when put together, reveal the truth of his feelings. So if you've been caught in the uncertainty of wondering what he really thinks about you, this is your chance to decode his actions. By the end, you'll know whether his gestures are just casual friendliness or if they're signs of something deeper, something real. Because sometimes love doesn't announce itself with fireworks. It shows up quietly, in the little ways he shows you just how much you mean to him. He makes eye contact longer than usual. When a man secretly likes you more than a friend, one of the most telling signs is the way he looks at you. Eye contact becomes more than just a casual glance. It turns into something deeper, something that almost feels like a silent conversation between the two of you. When he likes you, his eyes tend to linger a little longer than normal. It's not the kind of stare that makes you uncomfortable, but rather a warm, almost magnetic gaze that makes you feel seen in a way others don't. He might hold your gaze across the room during a conversation or look at you even when you're not speaking, as if he finds comfort and connection in your presence alone. This type of eye contact is not random. It often carries emotions that he may not be ready to put into words. You'll notice that when he looks at you, his expression softens. His pupils may slightly dilate, and his face might carry a small smile or a look of curiosity. Even in a group setting, his eyes tend to find you first. And sometimes he'll quickly look away if he realizes he's been caught staring. That subtle nervousness is part of the charm. It shows he cares about how you perceive his interest. Unlike friends who look at each other casually, his gaze carries intensity. It's his way of showing affection without saying it aloud, because sometimes emotions are too strong to hide. This silent exchange can create a spark, a feeling that something more exists between you. Eye contact is one of the most natural, subconscious ways people express attraction, and when he consistently holds it with you, it's his heart quietly giving away what his words have yet to admit. He remembers small details about you and might find out a man secretly likes you more than a friend. One of the clearest giveaways is how he remembers the little things about you. Most people forget casual conversations after a while, but when someone is genuinely interested, they tend to hold on to every small detail that matters to you. If you mentioned once that your favorite drink is iced coffee with no sugar, don't Be surprised if he brings it up weeks later, or even shows up with one in hand just for you. It could be as simple as remembering the name of your childhood pet, the movie you said made you cry, or the story you told about a trip you once took. These tiny fragments of your life become stored in his mind because he's paying close attention, and more importantly, because he cares. This kind of memory isn't about having a sharp mind, it's about emotional investment. He wants to know you beyond the surface, so he listens in a way that most people don't. It's his way of showing you that what you say has meaning, that your thoughts and feelings are valuable to him. Even if you think you were just rambling, he will catch on to the little quirks you reveal and bring them up later, often in moments when you least expect it. That's when it hits you that he's not just a friend casually listening. He's genuinely absorbing every detail about you. Sometimes these small reminders slip out naturally in conversation, and you realize he remembers things you barely even remember telling him. It feels different from regular friendship. It feels intentional. This is his subtle way of showing affection, letting you know that you stand out from everyone else. He remembers because, to him, you matter. He finds excuses to be around you when a man secretly likes you more than a friend. One of the strongest clues is how he always seems to find a reason to be near you. It rarely looks obvious at first. He might casually show up at the same place you are, or suddenly have time to join activities you're involved in. Maybe he just happens to be in the same hallway when you leave work, or he volunteers to help you with something even if it's a task he doesn't normally care about. These little excuses are his way of carving out moments to be in your presence without outright admitting his feelings. Unlike a regular friend who hangs out when it's convenient, he puts effort into creating opportunities to see you. If you mention you're going to the bookstore, he might say, "Oh, I was planning to go there too," even if he wasn't. If you're struggling with something small, like carrying groceries or fixing a tech issue, he'll step in quickly, as though he's been waiting for the chance to help. His actions aren't about the activity itself, it's about spending time with you, even if the excuse sounds thin. What's even more telling is the frequency. One or two coincidences can be brushed off, but when he repeatedly shows up, offers to tag along, or creates reasons to spend time with you, it's no longer random. He's deliberately making himself part of your world. Often he'll disguise it with casualness, so it doesn't look too obvious, but deep down, he's hoping these moments bring him closer to you. These excuses aren't just about being physically near, they're about building connection. Every small chance to see you is his way of saying you're worth the effort, even if he doesn't yet have the courage to tell you directly. He gets a little jealous when you talk to other guys. When a man secretly likes you more than a friend, his jealousy often slips through when you interact with other guys. It might not be loud or dramatic, but you'll notice small shifts in his behavior. Maybe his smile fades a little, his tone becomes shorter, or he suddenly goes quiet when another man captures your attention. Sometimes he'll make a playful comment, lightly teasing you about who you're talking to, but underneath the humor is a flicker of insecurity. He doesn't want to show it outright, yet he can't fully hide the way it bothers him. This jealousy is usually subtle because he's trying to keep his feelings under wraps. He might glance over more often than usual, as if checking in on the situation, or even try to insert himself into the conversation, just so he doesn't feel left out. If you mention another guy's name, especially with praise, he may act indifferent on the surface, but his body language often tells a different story: crossed arms, fidgeting, or a shift in mood. It's not that he doesn't want you to have other friends, it's that he fears losing the special place he holds in your life. Jealousy in this sense isn't necessarily negative. It's a sign that he values you and wishes he could be the one you focus on. It reveals emotions he may not even fully understand himself, because feelings of attraction often come with a protective edge. When you catch him getting a little jealous, it's his unspoken way of showing you that he wants to be more than just a friend. 5. He compliments you often. When a man really likes you more than a friend, one of the easiest things to notice is how often he compliments you. These aren't always grand or over-the-top praises. They're usually small, thoughtful observations that show he's paying close attention. He might notice when you change your hairstyle, wear a new outfit, or even when you've just had a rough day but still manage to smile. His compliments aren't limited to appearance either. He may praise your intelligence, your sense of humor, or the way you handle situations with grace. That's a big clue, because when a man is genuinely interested, he values the whole of who you are, not just the surface. Unlike casual friends who throw out the occasional, "You look nice today," his compliments feel more intentional and specific. Instead of saying something generic, he'll say things like, "That color really suits you," or "I love the way you explain that. It makes so much sense." These remarks reveal that he sees you in detail and wants you to know he admires those details. It's his way of building connection while keeping his feelings disguised under friendly words. You'll also notice that his compliments come more frequently than from others around you. It's almost as if he's always finding reasons to make you feel good about yourself. This isn't accidental. When a man likes you, he wants to boost your confidence and leave you smiling after every interaction. Sometimes the compliments may come with a shy laugh, or he may try to play them off as casual, but the sincerity in his voice often gives him away. At the heart of it, his compliments are more than just words. They're little windows into how much he values you. Every time he points something out, he's saying, without directly admitting it, "I notice you, and you matter to me." He mirrors your actions or words. When a man secretly likes you more than a friend, one of the most subtle yet powerful signs is when he mirrors your actions or words without even realizing it. This behavior usually comes from a subconscious desire to connect with you on a deeper level. You might notice that if you cross your arms, he does the same a moment later, or if you lean forward during a conversation, he mirrors your posture, almost instinctively. It's not something he's trying to force. It's his body naturally syncing with yours, like a quiet reflection of how much he's tuned into you. The same thing happens with words and expressions. If you use a certain phrase often, you may start to hear him repeat it back in his own conversations. Maybe you have a unique laugh, and he finds himself laughing in a similar rhythm. These little imitations are not about copying you, they're about connection. On a psychological level, mirroring builds rapport and makes people feel closer. So when he does it often, it's a strong signal that he wants to align himself with you emotionally and socially. What makes this so telling is that most of the time he isn't even aware he's doing it. His attraction pushes him to match your energy, tone, and movements because he's trying, in his own quiet way, to create harmony between you. If you're excited and enthusiastic, you'll notice he suddenly becomes more animated too. If you're calm and reflective, his energy matches yours without him thinking about it. These small reflections may seem insignificant, but they speak volumes. They reveal his desire to connect, to show you he's in tune with who you are. Mirroring is his subconscious way of saying, "I'm with you, I get you, and I want to be closer." 7. He teases you playfully. When a man really likes you more than a friend, playful teasing almost always slips into the way he interacts with you. It's rarely mean-spirited or harsh. It's the kind of light-hearted joking that makes you laugh and creates a sense of closeness between you. He might poke fun at the way you pronounce a certain word, tease you about your favorite TV show, or jokingly challenge you on small things like who makes the better cup of coffee. On the surface, it seems like harmless banter, but underneath, it's a sign that he's trying to build a special connection that feels different from his interactions with others. Playful teasing is his way of testing the waters. He wants to make you laugh, but he also wants to see how you respond to his humor. If you laugh back, tease him in return, or smile even when you roll your eyes at his jokes, it reassures him that there's a spark between you. This teasing often comes with a mischievous smile or a glint in his eye, as though he's silently saying, "I want your attention, and I love when you give it to me." Unlike general joking with friends, his teasing is usually more personal and directed specifically at you. He pays attention to your quirks and then turns them into playful moments, not to embarrass you, but to highlight the little things that make you unique. The fact that he remembers these details and brings them up in a teasing way shows he's focused on you in particular. What makes this so revealing is the balance. His teasing often comes with warmth. If he teases you about something, he'll usually soften it with a compliment or a laugh, making sure you know it's all in fun. This blend of humor and affection is his way of saying he enjoys your company, and deep down, he's hoping to create a bond that feels both safe and exciting. He laughs at even your silly jokes when a man secretly likes you more than a friend. One of the sweetest giveaways is how he laughs at even your silliest jokes. You don't have to be a stand-up comedian or say something truly witty. He'll find amusement in the smallest things you say. Maybe you make a goofy comment that wouldn't normally get more than a chuckle from others, yet with him, it sparks genuine laughter. This happens because he isn't just responding to the joke itself, he's responding to you. The joy he feels being around you makes even your lighthearted or silly remarks seem funnier than they actually are. You'll notice that his laughter isn't forced. It's not the polite laugh people give when they're trying to be nice. Instead, it's often quick, natural, and sometimes louder than he intends, because he's enjoying the moment with you. Even if no one else around reacts, he'll still laugh, as though he's tuned into a private frequency where only the two of you exist. That's a sign his attraction goes beyond friendship. Your presence amplifies his happiness. What makes this stand out is the consistency. He doesn't laugh just once in a while to be kind. He laughs at your jokes regularly, almost like he's waiting for your next funny comment. Sometimes he may even exaggerate his laughter just a little, not in a fake way, but in an effort to encourage you to keep talking and joking because he loves hearing you. Laughter is one of the strongest bonding tools between two people, and when he laughs at even your corniest or silliest jokes, it shows he's not just entertained, he's charmed by you. Deep down, his laughter is his way of saying, I enjoy every second with you, no matter what you say. 9. He tries to impress you subtly. When a man likes you more than a friend, he often tries to impress you, but in ways that aren't always obvious. Instead of making grand gestures, he'll slip small efforts into your interactions, hoping you notice without him having to say anything directly. Maybe he suddenly talks about his achievements in a casual way, like mentioning how hard he's been working at his job, or how he recently learned a new skill. It won't sound like bragging at first, but deep down, he's trying to show you that he's capable, reliable, and worth your attention. You might also see it in the little things he does around you. He might dress a little better when he knows he's going to see you, stand taller, or speak more confidently. If you're part of a group, he might subtly take the lead in conversations or tell a funny story just to make you laugh. These subtle efforts are his way of shining a spotlight on himself without looking like he's trying too hard. Sometimes his attempts to impress you will be practical, like helping you solve a problem, carrying something heavy, or fixing something just to prove he can be useful. Other times it's more about showing his personality, like cracking jokes, sharing interesting facts, or revealing talents you didn't know he had. What makes this behavior stand out is that he doesn't always act the same way around others. His efforts to impress are more focused and consistent when you're the one watching. The truth is, when a man is interested, he wants you to see the best version of him. Those small, subtle displays of skill, charm, or confidence are his way of saying, I want you to notice me because your opinion matters more than anyone else's. 10. He prioritizes your messages or calls. When a man secretly likes you more than a friend, one of the clearest signs is how he treats your messages or calls. While most people take their time replying or sometimes leave conversations hanging, he makes you a priority. If you text him, you'll often notice his response comes quickly, even if he's busy. It's not just about being polite. It's about him wanting to stay connected with you. He doesn't want to leave you waiting, because in his mind, giving you attention is more important than whatever else he's doing. Even when he can't reply immediately, he'll often explain why, like saying he was in a meeting or driving, because he doesn't want you to feel ignored. That's not something people normally do for casual friends. But when someone has deeper feelings, they put effort into making sure you know you're valued. The same applies to calls. If you ring him, he'll either pick up quickly or call back as soon as he can. And when he answers, his tone usually shifts. He sounds more upbeat, warmer, and fully engaged in the conversation. Another small but telling detail is how he remembers to follow up on your messages. If you mentioned something important earlier in the day, he might circle back later to ask how it went. This shows he's not just skimming your texts, he's paying attention and wants to be part of your world. In short, when he consistently responds faster to you than to others, and when he treats your calls or messages like they matter most, it's a strong sign you hold a special place in his life. His actions reveal what he hasn't said yet. You're not just another person to him. You're a priority. Trait. He notices changes in your appearance. When a man secretly likes you more than a friend, he'll notice even the smallest changes in your appearance, things most others might overlook. If you get a haircut, change your nail color, wear a new outfit, or even switch up your perfume, he'll pick up on it almost immediately. What makes this so telling is that he doesn't just notice. He often points it out, sometimes with a compliment, sometimes with a curious question like, "Did you do something different with your hair?" This isn't accidental. It's his way of showing you that he pays close attention because you matter to him. The truth is, when someone likes you, their focus naturally sharpens around you. He's not just seeing you the way everyone else does. He's observing carefully, storing little details in his mind because he genuinely admires how you present yourself. Even if the change is subtle, like trying a new shade of lipstick or wearing a different style of shoes, he'll be the one who notices, while others may not. That attentiveness comes from attraction mixed with genuine interest. Sometimes he might not say anything out loud, but his body language gives it away. His eyes might linger a bit longer when you've done something different, or he may smile in a way that shows he's pleasantly surprised. On other occasions, he may use noticing these changes as an excuse to start a conversation, especially if he's too shy to express his feelings more directly. What sets this apart from normal friendship is the consistency. Friends may notice occasionally, but when a man likes you, he notices almost every time, and it feels intentional. His attention to your appearance is really his way of saying, "I see you, I admire you, and you stand out from everyone else." 12. He offers help without you asking. When a man secretly likes you more than a friend, one of the strongest hints is how he offers to help you without you even having to ask. This goes beyond casual politeness. It's his way of showing care and making himself useful in your life. If you mention that you're stressed with work, he might jump in with suggestions or even offer to help with small tasks. If you're carrying something heavy, he's right there before you have to say a word. Even with little things, like fixing something that's broken, helping you study, or picking something up from the store, he'll step forward without hesitation. This behavior comes from a mix of attraction and genuine affection. When a man likes you, he wants to ease your burdens, even the small ones, because it gives him a sense of closeness and purpose. It's not just about the task itself, it's about the opportunity to be there for you, to prove his reliability, and to show that your comfort matters to him. You'll notice that his willingness to help is often immediate and consistent, almost like he's always on standby when it comes to you. What makes this different from friendly kindness is the frequency and attentiveness. He doesn't wait until you ask for support. He notices what you need, sometimes even before you do, and takes action. If you're cold, he might offer his jacket. If you're tired, he might suggest driving you home. If you're overwhelmed, he'll look for ways to make things easier. These gestures may seem small, but they're rooted in something bigger, his desire to be a part of your life in a meaningful way. He gets nervous or fidgety around you. When a man secretly likes you more than a friend, his body often betrays him before his words do. One of the clearest signs is how he gets nervous or fidgety when he's around you. Even if he's usually confident and relaxed with others, being near you makes him a little uneasy because he cares so much about the impression he's making. You might notice him playing with his hands, tapping his fingers, adjusting his clothes, or shifting his posture more often than usual. These small, restless movements aren't random. They're the physical signs of him trying to manage the butterflies in his stomach. Sometimes his nervousness shows up in his speech. He might stumble over words, talk a little too quickly, or even laugh at the wrong moment because he's overthinking everything he says. At other times, he may go quiet. Not because he has nothing to say, but because he's worried about saying the wrong thing. This mix of excitement and anxiety is what makes him act differently with you than with others. It's a reflection of how much your opinion matters to him. What's especially telling is that this nervous energy doesn't come across as discomfort. Instead, it feels like shy excitement. His eyes might dart away when you catch him staring, or he might smile nervously when you give him attention. Even his attempts to act cool can end up looking a little clumsy, and that contrast is often the giveaway. This kind of fidgeting and nervous behavior isn't something he can fully control because it's tied to his genuine feelings. Deep down, he wants to impress you, but the very thought of you seeing through his emotions makes him jittery. In a way, his nervousness is a quiet confession. Being around you means more to him than he dares to admit. He engages in deep conversations with you. When a man secretly likes you more than a friend, one of the most meaningful signs is how he goes out of his way to engage in deep conversations with you. While casual friends may stick to light topics like work, hobbies, or daily events, he wants to dive deeper into your dreams, fears, values, and the things that truly shape who you are. He doesn't just ask how your day was, he asks what inspires you, what you want for the future, or how you felt about something important. This is his way of building an emotional bond, because surface-level small talk isn't enough when his feelings for you go beyond friendship. You'll notice that when he talks to you, he really listens. He's not just waiting for his turn to speak. He's absorbing every word you say, sometimes circling back to things you mentioned earlier because they stuck with him. He wants to know you on a level that others might not even think to reach, because for him, it's not about passing time, it's about connection. These conversations are his way of creating intimacy without having to label it yet. Sometimes he'll open up about his own vulnerabilities too. He may share stories about his past, his struggles, or even his insecurities, things he wouldn't normally reveal to just anyone. That openness is a sign of trust, and it shows he sees you as someone special who deserves to know the real version of him. What makes this stand out is the consistency. Even when life is busy, he'll carve out time for meaningful talks with you, because those moments matter to him. By engaging in deep conversations, he's silently telling you, I don't just like spending time with you, I want to understand you, and I want you to truly know me too. Fingt. He makes future plans that include you. When a man secretly likes you more than a friend, one of the clearest indicators is how he talks about the future and includes you in it. These plans don't always have to be big or dramatic, like vacations or moving in together. Often they show up in small but meaningful ways. He might casually mention going to a new restaurant and say, we should try it sometime, or bring up a concert months away and suggest you go together. These little hints reveal that in his mind, you're not just part of his present. You're someone he wants in his future too. This behavior is especially telling because people don't usually include casual friends in long-term plans. When he consistently talks about next time or imagines scenarios where the two of you are doing something together, it means he's already picturing you as a permanent fixture in his life. It's not just about hanging out now, it's about ensuring there are more moments with you to look forward to. Sometimes these plans will sound playful, like joking about how you'll both argue over what movie to watch when you're older, or how you'd make a great travel buddy on some dream trip. Other times they'll be more practical, like planning to attend an event together, helping each other with projects, or even talking about goals in a way that intertwines your paths.